Hi, and welcome to Barnwood Events. My name is Julie Wood, and my husband Dave and I built this new barn event venue for weddings, corporate events, private events, celebrations, whatever you want to use it for. So let's take a quick tour. So this is our entrance, and the entrance is kind of like the welcoming area. It will allow people, if you're having a wedding, to put your table assignments, or if you're having a corporate event, you might have all of the materials you need, guest books, things like that. And then we walk out into the main great room, and in there we actually have 8 chandeliers with over 600 light bulbs, and we put them all in ourselves. We have polished concrete floors, and it's one big space to kind of customize as you wish. We have a huge bar that's 35 feet long. We have a full liquor license that we can accommodate, and we'll have licensed bartenders for you to use. So if you go in here, this is what we call the larger dressing room, bridal suite, conference room, and we'll have mirrors in here, lighted mirrors to get ready. We have these tables that we made out of our bur oak tree that went down. It's probably over a couple hundred years. And we're getting ready to put them back up. We had supports in here and needed to make them a little stronger. And then this room actually has a private bathroom too. So each of the rooms, the separate rooms that you could use for meetings, dressing rooms, or other uses, has a TV with HDMI. There's sound built in, so you can have that all hooked up and can be used for multiple purposes. So this is our great room. We have many amenities in here. We have speakers all the way around. We have high-speed internet in the whole building. We have a 160-inch screen that will come down. They can all be different things. So if you want one part of the building to be something played, if you have a presentation on another, you can do that. So if you look over here, this is our catering prep kitchen, and we put in these doors because we have a pass-through window, and the caterers have a double door that they can just drive up to and unload. And then in here we have all of the things that they need: a ice maker, a refrigerator, freezer, hot box. We have Wisco pizza ovens, and the sinks and everything need to get ready for an event or a meeting. And so if we go down to this hallway here on the other side of the building, we have a smaller, it can be a dressing room, a meeting room. We'll have a couple tables in here from our bur oak tree. We have some hanging racks. We'll have some furniture in here and table and chairs. And so this could be used for a meeting room or a dressing room or whatever. And then we have modern bathrooms. We have a women. Everything is ADA accessible. And of course we have changing tables, not only in the women's bathroom, but the men's bathroom too. So due to COVID, we had to make a couple changes in the bathroom. One thing was we were going to have hand dryers here, and they're saying not to have that right now, so we are ready for them. So we have paper towels. And then we have, this is made by a high school grad, Oregon high school grad, Kean Pultz, and they're called Hands Free. And so you don't even need your hands to open the door. Over here, we have a walk-in beer cooler that goes with to hold our beverages for the bar. And as I mentioned, we have a full liquor permit, and we will have licensed bartenders. And the bar ended up being a little bigger than we originally thought. So that is one thing that we changed. It was smaller, and now it's a very large bar. So that we can accommodate up to 300 guests at a time. And we put in this infinity window, so we have lanterns in there. And you can see that it looks like there's many lanterns, but that might be one of our secrets, is how many lanterns do we really have in there. So over here, we actually had a head table created. It can be a conference table, a boardroom table, whatever you want to use it for. But it's an over 200-year-old tree, and there's 2 slabs that fit together. And so it makes a nice, really long table. And what's really nice is it has these edges here where you can decorate or do other things for it. And we can move it around even though it is quite heavy. If you go out here, we have a 4-season porch. And the nice thing about the 4-season porch is it's window lined, and the Capital City Bike Trail is right there, so you can see all of the woods. In the winter, you can see the trail. In the summer, you can't. You can only see the woods. But it provides a really nice setting for, let's say, the weather doesn't cooperate and you have to have an indoor ceremony. You can have it out here, and it still feels like you're outdoors. We have a large patio area and green space. We'll have a gas fire pit for people who want to make s'mores or just sit outside by the fire. So, how we got started. Almost everybody who comes here asks that question. We had a small barn here. It was about 1/4 of the size. It was one of those red barns you see in the farms, and it was beautiful, and I really wanted to save the barn. But we had many people look at it, and my husband said, "You can't save the barn." And finally I said, okay, we won't save the barn, but let's build a new barn. I've worked with entrepreneurs my whole life, and I want to have some retreats here. We had kids' scout trips and field trips here, and I said we should share our property with other people. So we decided to start this endeavor. I think it's much bigger than I had originally anticipated, because all I wanted to do was build a barn. But that's not how it works when you are doing a commercial building. So now we have this beautiful structure that we can share with other people and have all kinds of events.
One of the neat things about being able to build a new barn versus a renovated structure is you can start from a brand new song sheet, and from the HVA standpoint, we spent a lot of time with planners to be able to get the environment so it's soft, it's comfortable, you can walk on the concrete floor in your stocking feet and not feel cold. We also at the last minute added a whole new air exchanger system called Globe GPS, which is a new concept that is elevated through Johns Hopkins University to be able to keep the environment clean and take out 99% of the particulates and germs. And we spent a lot of time with additional things outside. One of the things about being environmentally conscious, and this being a restoration plan with the DNR and restoring wildlife and so on, is that we put in 8 of these electric charging stations, and this is the new technology out of Detroit that's going to match up with the new electrical charging products that are coming up. This is a 4-plex, another 4-plex here. We've got room to add 16 total as things grow. The other thing we decided to add too for folks coming long distances over here, there are 2 RV charging stations. So if somebody's coming cross country, they can park their RV here and get the juice and keep things going. The parking stall you're panning across now holds 150 cars. It's a blacktop base, and one of the things we find is important when we talk to event people is having enough space that's dedicated for the event. And when you're with us here, you are not sharing the event space with another activity. You have the whole space for you, the walking trails, the full parking lot, free use of the charging stations. So again, for us, we wanted to make sure that when you're here, you have the use and enjoyment of the whole property, the whole campus. So here we're at the entrance of 3230 Larson Road, which is 1.8 miles from the Beltline Highway in the city of Madison. And we have just finished up getting occupancy on December 23rd for the barn and the occupancy permits. Working closely with Monona Bank, they've been phenomenal through the whole process, done everything we needed to have, so we're grateful for that. But again, this is on an original 40-acre parcel. We broke down 8 acres for the barn. The original parcel is part of a DNR stewardship plan, which is a fancy term for wildlife restoration and planting over 20,000 trees since 1995. As you can see, you've got substantial catalpas here. You've got baroques, wedding locations for a large tent out front or special event, corporate event. A big weeping willow tree in front has been a primary spot for a lot of our guests wanting to plan on taking photos here. One of the things we worked with the City of Madison Fire Department, because we have full fire suppression here, open up the driveway. We'll show you a tank here, a 15,000 gallon holding tank. So we have, unlike most barns, we've got City of Madison building codes being followed because we're in Blooming Grove, which in 2028 is going to become the City of Madison. So we matched up all the Madison building codes. Here's the Nine Springs Seaway, the Capital City State Park. with the bike trail right here. This is the state park and the county trail, which gets us about 1.5 miles from Lake Waubesa on the other side of Lake Farm Park. Over the hill here, you'll see the edge of Rimrock and Moreland Road. On the other side is John Nolan Drive, which gives us the opportunity to have 6 primary national brand hotels for lodging and so on for our guests. So it's very convenient for having shuttles and so on and easy access. Looking at the barn, you'll see the front, which is the west face, where we have got chandeliers peeking through at this point. And to the right, you're going to see the farmhouse, which is a 1800s farmhouse, which is a side-by-side duplex, which we lived in for a period of time. And now we're renovating it to have on-site lodging so that both sides, and there's Julie waving at us from the porch, both sides of these are going to be able to accommodate 14 people for lodging on-site, whether it's a wedding party or a corporate event. One of the things that was important for us in building Barnwood events, whether it's a wedding or a corporate event, is we want to have great access. So in front you have got a turnaround drop-off spot. Over here I've got handicap stalls. I've got handicap stalls here. And I've got a nice flat progression of elevation coming in the building, not only for the caterers over there, but all of our wedding party people, because we've had a lot of folks say that, can Grandpa and Grandma make it to the site? So what we have them do is, after showing this easy location, we have them come out with Grandpa or Grandma to show them exactly how easy it is they can get in, so they don't feel threatened they can't come to the event. Then we point out things like the big red oak tree over there, where that's a primary spot to hold a wedding celebration, so that you can have the folks that have got handicap issues be able to come right in and be here. Another safety feature is this little building here is the fire pump house, and we had to, per City of Madison codes, put our own fire suppression system in to have our sprinkler system in, so we put a brand new well in. Inside I call it the swimming pool, but it's actually a 15,000 gallon holding tank for water to supply water to the barn in the event we have an incident that requires we have to have water for the sprinkler heads. Let's go and talk to Julie, because she can show us the farmhouse that's available for our guests for on-site lodging. Again, it's a two-sided duplex. We'll hold 14 folks. We're going to go to the small side, which is currently renovated, and we'll have Julie give you a little tour of what she's done to get it ready for our guests.
Hi, come on in. So this is the farmhouse at Barnwood Events. We have it as lodging, on-site lodging. So if you're having an event, a retreat, we have this side. It's actually a duplex, side-by-side duplex. So this side has 2 bedrooms, 1.5 bath. It will sleep up to 8. And so we sort of just redid it in kind of the farmhouse look. Has a dining area, a kitchen, a half bath down here, and then upstairs we have a couple of bedrooms, a nice screen porch, and a full bath. So here we are on the 2nd floor. This bedroom has a queen bed, and we actually have a few of David's photos in here too. So he took one in here, and the other ones in the other rooms are his photography too. So here we have another bedroom with a full-size bed, a twin bed, and then a full bathroom up here. So it's very spacious. The other side will have 3 bedrooms and 2.5 baths. So if you want to book an event at Barnwood, it could be a wedding, it can be a private event, a corporate event, a celebration, even a bike event, because we're right on the Capital City Bike Trail. Visit our website at www.barnwoodeventswi.com.